Buonasera a tutti. This is VA3IMW. My name is Mac, and just returning from a week-long trip to Italy. All work and no play. I'm lying, but that's okay. um, so we're going to share with you the the Friday night ZOE Ragchew, starting at 8 p.m. with our host VE3LBI, Larry on the East Mountain. This net usually lasts about an hour. A good chance for people to throw in topics just off the cuff, and in general, chit chat amongst like-minded individuals. So, I see the clock on the wall that says 7:59. We got about 30 seconds before the net officially opens up at 8 p.m. So, that being said, we're going to take a quick standby and let Larry get all warmed up, and we'll crack open the net at 8 p.m. If you're following along on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny, and it helps us all.
Good evening, all. Welcome to the Friday Night Ragchew on 443.075 with a plus offset. No tone is required. My call sign is Victor Echo 3 Lima Bravo India. My first name is Larry, and I'm located on East Hamilton Mountain. It's an open net. To join the conversation, please give us your call sign, your name. Tell us about yourself, your equipment, and what you'd like to add to the conversation. And before we start, I'd like to thank Terry VE3IJL for uses that a repeater. Please remember, we are using a repeater, so no religion, politics, or foul language. Last but not least, please hit a repeater drop into our conversation so others can get in. And welcome back, Mac. Don't forget to follow along, to look for VA3IMW. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, VA3IMW, look for Mac there, and look for the live button, live on YouTube. Let me drop it for a minute. Welcome back, Mac. Did you get home on time?
Oh, absolutely. I thought I was going to have a trouble getting my baggage because the baggage belt broke. There was a lot of people on the plane, but everything, we were wheels down on schedule, and my shuttle driver wasted no time in ushering me home. So all is well.
Okay, excellent. I got your first on the list here. So, all right, we got it on your check-ins. Friday night, Zitter Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
VA3WPG. Just an in and out for now, and unless something comes up, I'll jump in.
Yep, okay, Chris. I actually had a question for everybody, so then we did the activation, but no problem. Pick you up later. Any other check-ins? Friday night, Zitter Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
Yep, I got you, Bill. I figure you must be just cleaning up, heading home.
Yeah, Roger. Yep.
Yeah, I listened for you on 7220, but I couldn't hear you. I also listened for you on the call channels there, and I couldn't hear you on there either, Bill, so unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I'm going to resolve that soon. I'm going to be pulling the trigger on a telescopic pole too. And once I've got funds, and we'll be able to maybe put up an antenna where you can hear me. But just a couple things during school. I did work into Brazil. I worked into Spain. There was a publicist calling from Spain, but she was just getting slammed. I just finally gave up, went on to something else. But the other cool thing was, I worked with a guy, Aaron Komona, like 20 meters. He was above Florida, so he came back to my seat. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, okay, Bill, a little scratchy there, but understandable. So, all right, well, get yourself packed up, get home safe there. Watch the traffic.
Yeah, very good, Larry. I'll be listening along.
Okay, very good. And there are check-ins. Friday night, Zitter Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Chuck, check your audio settings. Yep, thank you, but it should be much better. Yep, absolutely. We'll get back to you shortly. Any other check-ins? Friday night, Ragchew, come on in, VE3LBI. Okay, we'll take them out of order here for a second. Chuck, how'd you make out with the little dog today? Did things turn out? By the way, Mark, I got you MHV in there. No problem. How'd you make out today, Chuck? Well, yeah, made out great. And then, of course, it was the husband from the family who was the main master, I guess you could say. So it was Daddy's dog, and so it came over here, and she seemed a little apprehensive of me, of course, a new guy. So then my wife showed up. She was out, and then she showed up, and the dog pretty much attached herself to my wife. She won't leave her side. She's a little bit shy of me. I mean, she's not growling at me or nothing. Just, she just said goodbye to her master, right? So there's gonna be a transition. So he was tall and skinned, the husband, skinny, and of course I'm short and stocky, and so big difference there. And so my wife is petite, so she attached herself to my wife. She's up there right now on the couch with her. Okay, very good. So I take it things are working out for you. Have you ever looked up the 333 method for dogs? Oh, I'm sure I have at one time, but refresh me. I can't remember exactly how it goes. 3 days to kind of roam around, figure out what's going on. 3 days to, 3 weeks to start feeling more at home, and 3 months to get fully attached to each of you. Oh, I don't think I've ever looked that up, Larry. That's good information, and it makes a lot of sense. That's why my wife's been apologizing all day, Larry, because she won't leave her side, and it's supposed to be for my companionship, but it's for the both of us, right? And I mean, once my wife goes, this is her first day off work, and when she goes back to work, it's going to be me and the pooch. So, yeah, and she's letting me pet her and hug her, and she's very gentle. She's 5 years old, Spade, and yeah, Rosie. That's our new four-legged furry friend. I'm really excited. Okay, excellent. And you get a second also, look up the contest if you don't mind. Yes, look up 333 and just say for dogs. It'll bring it up. And it's look at a little blurb there. It'll explain to you some of the stuff that kind of how the routine goes. But it's quite interesting. So anyways, okay, I'm glad you checked in there. All right, any other check-ins? Friday night, Ragchew, come on in, VE3LBI. VA3NCA. All right, I got a list here to start. So we'll run back up to the top there and run into Mac here and see how his time away was, whether he enjoyed it. I see some of the pictures, so let's let him explain. VA3IMW, VE3LBI. Come on in, Mac.
Well, VA3IMW for ID. I should do that. So yes, I'm kind of almost feeling a little bit guilty. I had set aside 3 days to be active in doing the machine runoff just in case there was follow-up items. And we were basically done all of the work activities in about 3/4 of a day. So I guess things could have gone one way or the other, but the gentleman that came with me from our maintenance department had never been to Italy either. So we took advantage of a couple of days wandering around the northern region around Piedmont Lake. And I had sent some photographs back, posted some on my Facebook, and I think there's a couple on. I think I put a couple on Discord, but anyways, beautiful country over there. A lot of old stuff and new stuff, and um, people are really friendly. So, um, all in all, I would say today was the longest day because as I'm reconnoitering here, I was up at 5:30 this morning, but that's 5:30 Italia time, which would have been 11:30 p.m. Thursday evening, our time. So I guess in a couple hours I've been up one full sweep of the clock. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to sleep real good tonight.
I bet you are. Did somebody, actually, I think Bill said something to me. You were going to try to bring back some cheese. Did you have an opportunity to do that, or were you not allowed?
No, you're actually allowed to bring back commercially packaged cheese. So the first wedge I grabbed at the grocery store was the Parmigiano Reggiano. And there's another one, I forget what it's called, but it's very similar, but it has a significantly different flavor. So I do have two wedges of cheese in the fridge. And the other real steal, um, also patting myself on the back for wandering around a typical grocery store in Italy where nobody speaks English. I did okay. Um, and yeah, walking up and down their liquor aisle, um, I found a bottle of Napoleon brandy, and it was like 5.5 euros. So I thought, yes, sir, that's coming home with me. So that's my little treasure from Italy, and obviously the cheese is from the bottom of my heart to my dear wife. um, so yes, a couple of culinary delights, and it was kind of funny because the security agent pulled my suitcase. Let me drop a sec. Yeah, went through the X-ray, and I guess sometimes I would figure that maybe a chunk of cheese looks like C4 or something like that. So he graciously opened up my suitcase, looked in the bag, smiled. He put a tag on it, um, made a little smiling point to his cheek, which is kind of like the smiley yum yum symbol from for Italians. So he knew exactly why I was bringing home a couple of chunks of cheese because it's there's nothing like good old fashioned Italian shreddable cheese. So yes, it's in the fridge and we're ready and raring to go.
Pecorino.
That's the one.
Very good. All right. Did you declare that on the plane, so it kind of like it wasn't a surprise? They expected it to be there?
Oh, geez, Larry, getting back into Canada is getting easier all the time. I did the on arrive pre-submission, um, and that hooks up with your passport number. So when you check in um, before the immigration counter, it prints out a label with a code on it. And I was one of several that was directed to a non-interview line. So, young lady looked at my tag. She put a little red stripe on it and said, "Right this way, sir." So zip, zip, zip. I didn't have to talk to anybody. And obviously, I didn't exceed the $800 limit that you're allowed to bring back in from Italy for greater than 4 but less than 7 days, something like that. Um, and I didn't exceed the limit for spirits and alcohol. So all in all, I abided by the rules, and there was nobody there to look over my shoulder.
Okay, excellent. So now, can you kind of convert that bottle? What would that have cost in Canadian dollars? What you paid for it?
Well, 75 milliliter bottle of Napoleon brandy over here. I'm going to say you're upwards of $45 out of your friendly neighborhood LCBO. And €5.50 is maybe, I don't know, $7 or $8. So, yeah, winner, me.
Oh, wow, that's quite a difference. Here's something. You just mentioned C4. I don't know whether you heard this or not before. They had to put a label on actual C4 saying it's not to be for human consumption. The reason why is apparently in Vietnam they were taking pieces of it and chewing it. It actually it would get them high. So they actually had to put a label on the C4 saying it's not for human consumption.
Yeah, and if you had fillings in just the right place, you'd really get a bang out of it.
Oh, that's not true, I guess. But anyways, I thought that was quite funny when I read that. So also, while I got the microphone keyed up, VA3FMB, we'll say hello to Wayne there too. He signed on to our YouTube, or your YouTube stream there. So, all right, Max, I think you had a good time. You're probably absolutely exhausted.
It really hasn't settled in yet. I'm just kind of assuming that I got up at 5:30 and I'm going to go to bed at 11 tonight. So just a normal day. If I trick my brain that way, then it won't hurt until tomorrow.
So what you should do is have a couple of shots of your bottle there, and that'll put you to sleep for sure tonight.
Oh, I'm just having a couple of hot chocolates, and that'll be fine. So yeah, had some interesting food. Really, really loved the hospitality that we had from the machine builder that we visited on Tuesday. They actually took us into their plant cafeteria, and sure enough, not only do you get pasta bolognese and veal piccata and broccolini, but a bottle of wine. So it kind of looks like the executive gets uh, some daily nice treatment there. So I got to say that Italy are definitely among the forward thinkers rather than being hyper restrictive. They're very lax on some things, and obviously they let people make their own decisions. And then you obviously have to live by the consequences, but being so restrictive like they are over here, um, no wonder people go to excess just to break the rules. But um, yeah, anyways, that gets political, and I think there's a restriction on that tonight. Anyways, we won't hold it up. Let's bring in the rest of the crew. Good to hear everybody, and congrats to Chuck and his wife's new dog.
Yep, good, Mac. I'm glad you had a good time. I was going to ask you about the accommodations, but we'll get back to you. All right, before I make your call out here, I don't know if Bill's home yet. Chris said he was going to be busy. Is there any other check-ins? Friday night, is that Ragchew? Come on in, VE3LBI.
VA3 UK.
VA3CP.
VA3XLJ.
Okay, I got VA3XLJ and Bill was back in there. So pick it up, Bill, VE3 UK.
Yeah, you can probably copy me better now. Kind of iffy when I'm on the trail there. Yeah, I'm just about home. And what I was saying before was I worked in aeronautical mobile when I was shouting out CQ POTA. It was 42,000 feet above Florida, so that was kind of a thrill for the day.
Oh, very good. All right. So, did you get a call sign from him?
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, I can't remember it offhand because I worked about on almost 45 contacts, including into Spain and Brazil. So, and some out west as well. So we did quite well.
Very good. And I also know you worked John there, YOA. He actually messaged me. I didn't get the message. I was having supper. But he asked me a question. He says, is it okay if I give him VE3HPO? And I said, of course you can. But I don't know whether he got back in there to give it to you or not, Bill.
No, I did not. And the other thing I was going to say before you pick up the rest of the crew was I'm going to pull the trigger on a telescopic pole so that I can use a end-fed as well when I'm out there. So maybe in the future you'll be hearing me. Anyway, Larry, I'll let you pick up the other guys over this thing off.
Okay, very good. All right. I'll jump over Chris here. He said he was kind of in and out unless he got called for some reason. So we'll bring in Mark, VA3MHB, VE3LBI. Come on in, Mark.
VE3LBI, VA3MHB. Good evening, Larry. Everybody on Ragchew here, as well as YouTube. Glad to hear that Mac had a safe trip. He made it abroad and he's back home safe and sound. Glad to hear that things are going well for Chuck as well with the new family member. So, home day for me today, Larry. I am scheduled in the weekend, so it was retirement practice day / medical appointments. And I went out and actually put some wax on my car. So, that's about all I got, Larry. Just listening along. I'll let you pick everyone up. And I'll be here for the duration. And thanks for doing it. VA3MHV.
Very good, Mark. Have you got a date set for retirement, or are you just kind of just carrying on?
Well, I'm thinking around 30, but I don't really see myself sitting around this little apartment 4 or 5 days a week. And I just picked up a new automobile, so that's got to get paid for. So until that gets paid off, we'll probably just maintain the status quo, as it were. And, barring any health issues that may arise, but the plan for now is the money's there for the taking, and we're going to take some of it, Larry. So probably 2030-ish, but we'll see how it goes. VA3MHV, back to you, Larry.
Well, at least you have a kind of a plan, set for your mind. Are you working as the same? Are you working the 40 hours, or did you cut back the same as Steve and go back to the what's he working? 32, I guess it is.
Yeah, I actually got on the 32 first, and Steve was grumbling one day, and I kind of pointed him towards it and said, hey, you're going to have the same amount of money with your other incomes. So get on the 32 and give yourself an extra day home a week. So he did. So yeah, we're both liking that. You maintain your seniority, you maintain your holidays, you maintain your benefits. And yeah, 4 days a week. So yeah, we're both on that, Larry.
Okay, I didn't realize you were, and excuse me. I know Steve's working tonight. I think he probably doesn't clear up. Well, probably around this time, I guess. Oh no, probably not until 9 o'clock, I guess, before he cleans up. I think you guys are open till 9.
Yeah, he wouldn't get out of there till about 9:02. We can go back on the 40 if we choose to, as long as they'd allow it. But it frees up another shift a week for a part-timer. So 4 days is enough for me, especially the area I'm in. Anyway, Larry, thanks for doing it. I will be here for the duration. I'll let you pick up the others. VA3MHB.
All right, very good, Mark. Thanks for joining us tonight. All right, so I'll bring in Chuck again. VA3CJZ, VE3LBI. Come on back in, Chuck.
Yes, VA3CJZ.
Did you get a chance to look anything for the contest for the weekend?
Well, I can pretty much guarantee there's only one important one, and that's the 1010 International Single Sideband Contest. Starts Sunday at 7 p.m. So 10 meters only, any mode.
Okay, very good. I did see the post you put in Discord there about the sun. If you want to maybe elaborate on that a bit too.
Well, I haven't seen the entire video, Larry, but I did notice she's wearing a red shirt, and the title is very enticing. So, yeah, we may encounter some difficulties over the weekend.
Well, I know they're calling for rain. I think tomorrow they were calling for it. Now it's, I think, going to fall on Sunday, possibly into Monday. And this weekend, I think, is your Festival of Friends down at Gage Park, which has already probably started and will run till Monday. So that's not good if it's going to rain for that.
Yeah, but Larry, these people are showmen. They go around the country doing this sort of thing. Some of the people do that, you know. Some of the specialty food vendors, like the lemonade stands, they go around to different fairs, make a ton of money squeezing 1 or 2 lemons and charging you $5. Oh yeah, with a ton of sugar. So, but yeah, you know, they prepare for that, and they know what they're in for. So, the people that go there should also take heed to the same advice.
Yeah, that's probably true, but just unfortunate, the forecast. I don't think they're going to get that storm that they had last time. One of them had the weekend festival. I think Brantford got hit pretty bad. I forget a couple other places where the big storm came through and kind of blew all the tents down. So I don't think they're expecting anything like that this weekend. Just possibly a little bit of rain.
Yeah, you know, Larry, I don't take much stock in the weather forecasting. I mean, I don't know how many times they've told us to brace for storms and nothing. So, because we're at the tip of Lake Ontario, the weather does get diverted. So we'll have to wait and see.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because it's the last time you said you got torrential downpour downtown. I forget what day it was now, on a weekend or whatever. It doesn't matter. But we only got a little bit up here, and it seemed to hit from the west, far into the west, and it dropped. And when time to go our way, we got a bit of rain, but we didn't get that torrential downpour. And there were some places that actually got flooded out.
Yeah, it must have traveled, like you said there, dropped in the west end, and then just came down the valley through the escarpment there and funneled through and hit us. Larry, I tell you, I had to go inside our gazebo tent and push all the water off constant. I mean, it was just like someone was pouring a bucket of water while I was pushing it off. It was crazy for a few minutes there, but yeah, it all worked out, thankfully, because I'd hate to have it blown a hole in our brand new roof that we just installed. So, yeah, keep an eye on the weather map, and that's all I can say.
Well, good old Lake Ontario seems to help. And you know, I've sent you videos where it's been pouring down rain down up here, and you get nothing downtown. So, like I say, good old Lake Ontario, I never know what it's going to come up like. Just kind of separates it, pushes it to the north, and pushes it down to the south.
Yeah, exactly. And I also want to take this opportunity to welcome back Mac, safe and sound with his cheese and fancy booze. Glad you made it back, Mac. Can't wait to chat more. Thanks, Larry. I'll send it back to you.
Home safe inside, Larry. Okay, very good, Bill. All right, who's next? Wade, VA3MCA, VE3LBI. Come on in, Wade.
VE3LBI, VA3MCA. Yeah, good evening, Larry. Good evening, everybody on net. We made it. I can now take the next 17 days off, so looking forward to that. Although, I'm going to have to dodge some of the rain. It looks like on the bike because I'll be starting out tomorrow to put the kilometers in. Yeah, I just made it back just before the start of the net. That's why I missed the first round of check-ins there because I realized I had no more bars to carry for food on the road and powder, so I had to go make a run out to grab something that I could use for tomorrow. So other than that, things are going well. I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks of not having to worry about work stuff. And on the Tuesday, so I think next week, I think my A-Reg check-in is going to be on the YouTube only because I will be at a campsite at Turkey Point. So I'm doing a bike trip down there on the Tuesday, staying over, and then going to do Long Point, a ride around Long Point on the Wednesday, staying over again, and then coming back on Thursday. Or depending on how things go, I might see if there's a spot for me at Rock Point and head over there for the Thursday instead, and then come back on the Friday. So yeah, should be interesting. So that all starts tomorrow.
Wow. So you said 17 days? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm off now until Monday the 17th. So I guess it's actually technically 16. Let's see. Let me just check if I did that math right. Yep, that's right. I return on Monday, August the 17th. So that's 10 days, actually 9 because one's a stat.
Well, very good. Are you going to do an activation? Are you going to try or no?
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a shot. There's a few. Well, first of all, Turkey Point campsite itself is a POTA site, and there's a couple around the area. So I'm going to resurrect my little QRP QMX, the little pocket-sized guy, and I'm going to see. I'm running out of time, but I had planned. Maybe I'll still knock it out, but I had planned to make a mod to it that doubled up the output transistors and let it get up to 10 watts. From its native 5, so I figure. Well, the other thing is it also makes it a lot more tolerant to voltage swings. It has got a reputation of being a little sensitive to the voltage you feed it. So this mod improves both those areas, makes it a little more tolerant, and also pumps the output up a touch. So if I knock that change out without breaking it, I'm going to bring it with me and try and get a couple of activations in.
So is it just you is going, or you got any part of the family, the wife going too, or no, just you?
No, just going to be a solo bike trip. So I'm going to use it mostly to get kilometers in the log without having to just repeat the same loops locally here. After a while, there's limited number of variation you can get. So I figure I'll spend 3 or 4 days with seeing new things. So I'm just going to pack a tent and sleeping bag and a couple other things on the back of the little pannier rack that I have. And it's going to be a heavy ride down there, but then I'll unpack everything, pitch the tent, and leave it at the campsite for the next day when I travel around Long Point. So I'll unencumber myself then, and then pack it up to either come home or relocate to Rock Point for the next day. So yeah, it's going to be a solo bike packing trip.
Yeah, very good. Wade sounds good. We probably will get the microphone key here. We also have, let me see, VE3 Sugar Mike November. Matt's on YouTube there, and I think that's, good evening, VE3CEU. So also hello there. So, and it sounds interesting. I never tried that before. I guess it'll be kind of fun. You're going to have to take food and stuff like that, and you're going to obviously have a fire and a tent.
Yeah, I have a little tiny one-person tent. Packs up really nice and light and small, and so it'll sit on the pannier rack. And I won't have to carry much food because on the way into town I'll stop at a grocery store and pick up some stuff. So I don't have to haul it very far. I have a little camp stove, so I'll be able to make my coffee coffee in the morning, which is the important part, and maybe some noodles or something. So I figure, worst case scenario, I can ride into town and find a restaurant to eat at. So I don't think starving is gonna be the problem, but figuring out how little I can carry to make my ride more comfortable, that's gonna be the real trick.
All right, very good, Wade. All right, anything else?
No, I think that's it for me for now. I am going to be here for the duration, listen along, and yeah, thanks for doing it. I'll let you pick up the folks behind me, VE3LBI, VA3NCA.
Okay, very good. Before I pick up on you, any other check-ins? Friday night, ZOE Ragchew, come on in, VE3LBI.
You got me, VA3CP.
I got Dave in the list here too. Okay, Vanya, VA3XLJ, VE3LBI. Come on in, Vanya.
VA3LBI, VA3XLJ. Good evening, Larry, and everybody listening. How's everybody doing? I hope good. So let me see. What did I do? Interesting. Nothing. But I did order the random wire antenna for a QRP radio. So it says there it's gonna issue handles. What 50 watts at I don't know whatever the number is. So I'm thinking if it handles 60 watts, it should be handle 80 or 70. So I'm excited to receive that thing, and another big antenna which I also ordered came, and it looks like my mag mount is not big enough for it, so it dances too much and tends to like I said, I can say unglue it off of the roof, but it tends to not stick, and the fall sideways. So that's another thing, but we'll work on a second thing. The reason why I got a random wire because it's if everything goes well at 29 feet extended. I have like I believe it's like 33 feet telescopic mast, so I should be able to erect the thing on completely vertical, like a few feet off the ground, and just run a couple of radials around it for 2-3 different bands, and they have like one antenna does all. I'm gonna just massage the SWR with the tuner attached to the radio, so I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna do the portals a little bit more, but we'll see how that thing goes. Back to you, Larry.
Have you got a mag mount for your car? A tri-mag or just a single mag for the car?
No, I have one of those cheapy ones, like I think it's like a 2-inch magnet or something. So antennas which I have on my car, like they are so thin, like there's almost no wind load on them. Oh my God, what did I just say? There's almost no wind load on them. Like they are really, really thin, like it's like very fine wire and very flexible. So I was using those two antennas, like I think like the longest one is like I think like 70 centimeters, but very thin, and another shorter one is like I think like 45 centimeters or something. Not much gain, but usually works. Yeah, and then those mag mounts, I replace them every couple of years because they'll get to the point they are rusted out, so all the paint is flaking off, and around at that time even the NMO gasket is deteriorated to the point that it becomes one solid piece, and I probably have a crack or it's all brittle, so when you take antenna off of a magnet, it just falls apart, and actually that's exactly what happened when I was testing this big antenna. So yeah, long story short, yeah, I use a smaller magnet to the better, especially with this car. With Explorer was fine because the roof was much bigger, and it had the one huge flat spot close to the what's the name of that thing, the dead crossbar which went across the roof, and he sit there just fine, but this car is slightly different, so yeah, smaller antenna, smaller magnet. Worked all this time, but I don't know what got into me to get this long antenna. I think antenna is almost like 1.5 meters long. Anyways, back to you.
Okay, so yeah, all right, I got you. You don't run ham sticks in at all, do you?
Oh no, I do. That's a different mag mount. So the one is NMO mount for the VHF UHF radio, which stays on the car, and the mag mount for NMO. That is kind of I have like one of those clothes shopping not, like I just keep home in the hallway and close it. So, yeah, 2 different mag mounts. One for the NMO mount, another one for that 3824, I believe that's a thread for the hamsticks.
Okay, I got you. All right, thanks, Ron. Yep. All right, anything else before I pass it down to Dave?
No, pass it on to Dave. I'll stay for duration and enjoy.
Okay, very good. All right, VA3CP, VE3LBI, come on in, Dave. Haven't talked to you for a bit.
Yeah, okay, very good, Larry. VE3LBI, VA3CP. Good evening, everybody. I know propagation doesn't sound the greatest tomorrow, but I'm hoping it is. And as far as the DX stuff goes, or contests, the only one I'm interested in is the North American QSO Party, CW. I'm hoping it's going live and strong tomorrow, and I don't think it starts up until around 2 p.m. or something like that. But I'm going to be doing an activation, 2 activations tomorrow, I hope, and it's going to be summits on the air. I don't know if that translates over into our spots or not on the Discord. Do you know, Larry?
Summits on the air?
Yes.
Ask the gentleman, Wade, VA3NCA.
VE3LBI, VA3CP, VA3NCA. The only place I read spots from is POTA. So if it shows up on POTA, it'll post in our spots channel. That I could look at, as long as there's a place that you can reliably read spots out of. We could probably support other sources, but right now, no. The only source right now is the POTA spots.
Okay, no problem. Anyways, I did an activation on Saturday, or Sunday rather. I was out with my little FT817 and a 40-meter infrared half wave, and I guess the highlight of the day was to work California with 5 watts on 15 meters, and I got a SOTA, a POTA, and a worldwide flora and fauna all in one. He was activating 3 different programs all at once, so that was really neat.
That sounds interesting. You're obviously doing this CW?
Yeah, it was all in CW. Yeah, I just got 10 contacts. That's all it was. Wasn't a great day for propagation, but there was 2 of us out there, so only one of us was kind of transmitting at a time. Although I was on 40 meters while Chris was on 20, and he never heard me, so that's good. I did make a couple of contacts on 40.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, the bands have been, well, I'm 40 at night's not bad. I mean, at night, I say later part of the afternoon, evening, it's not bad. 20's been pretty productive. I haven't been on the radio at all today, other than just now, but it's I don't know. It seems to be sporadic again. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. That's about it. Doesn't seem to be too much in between. A little bit of QSB, even when it's good.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm looking forward to the North American QSO Party on CW being on the air. So that sort of guarantees me, or gives me a better chance at making. Only have to make 4 contacts for an activation, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, where are you going to go for that, Dave? Sorry?
Oxbridge, then Barrie.
In Barrie, you said?
Yeah, Mount St. Louis Moonstone as a summit.
Oh, okay. All right. You going to meet Tom up there?
No, we're going to meet Mike, though.
Oh, are you? You going to meet Mike? Okay.
Yeah, actually going to go to Mike's house, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay, no problem. Sounds like interesting. All right, well, have fun. Hopefully the rain holds off for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, I've got all kinds of antennas, and I got my QCX radios, and I've got my 817, so I've got lots of options. And Chris is going to take a couple of antennas and a couple of radios, 2 or 3 radios, so we'll be well armed. All right, I'll let you carry on. VE3LBI, VA3CP.
All right, very good. I actually see Dave and Tom are out there doing activation right now. Or Dave and, sorry. James and Tom are out there doing activation right now. All right, any other check-ins? Friday night, is it Ragchew? Come on in, VE3LBI.
VE3VYT.
I'm glad you showed up, Ed. I got a question for everybody because it's kind of you were the one that did this, so kind of interesting. On the 19th, July the 19th, we had Support Your Park weekend, and we had a group activation. And we had Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar at US 3140 that had to know everybody's call sign along with Charlie Alpha 5355 for 9 times. Has anybody at all ever seen that one come through? Because I sure as haven't. And I looked at US 3140 and nobody's activated it on that day. So I'm just wondering if anybody had picked up any information on that.
Well, I can't say that I looked again. I think I looked up the stuff and I didn't see his call anywhere. But I came through or something and then I forgot about it. So you're saying it never came through? Well, perhaps maybe it was one of the funny guys just thought he was having his funny time without making us spell it out like that. So maybe that's what happened.
Well, I do know that Mac looked it up, the Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar. There was no POTA call sign for it, but it is in YouTube under another call sign, which I could probably look up in a second. But there is no Whiskey 1 Kilo Oscar in the actual POTA app.
Well, I guess he took us for a ride. Well, hope he enjoyed himself. What the heck?
What I might do is drop this fellow. I'm just going to look up in QRZ right now. I might drop this guy an email that actually I think he's the one that hosts it. Let me just bring it up for a second, Ed. Actually, go ahead, Ed. Let me have a look. Well, you go ahead and tell us what's going on. VE3LBI, go ahead.
Well, that was an interesting question. What's going on? Well, I just got back from a few days of, let's call it summer vacation. The wife and I drove out to Kincardine, however you pronounce that long city there, out towards Lake Huron and Goderich and whatnot. So we went to visit a couple of friends who are living in a trailer park right on the beach in downtown Kincardine, and we had a pretty good time. We got a nice spot there. You can walk to everything in town, so it's kind of like being in a trailer park, and it's a little bit more upscale because you don't have to eat there. You can just go to all the fine dining roadhouses, taverns, and restaurants that are and Legion halls that are all surrounding the park. We stayed in some place up the road called the Maple Leaf Inn and Motel, which was actually pretty nice, despite its kind of redneck kind of name and look outside, but it was pretty nice. So we enjoyed that. And let's see here. Yesterday we went out to Inverhuron Provincial Park. Now there is a find. That was a very nice spot. It's kind of like a mini Wasaga Beach or Sandbank Provincial Park. The sand is beautiful. The water is beautiful. I it highly, and it's a nice quiet spot.
Sounds like you had a good time up there. I listened for you, but I couldn't hear you. You're too close on 20 meters.
Yeah, I got a scoop. That might help.
Yeah, I don't know if you actually did you do any 40-meter contacts, or was it all just on 20?
I think because I was on a time limit to how much photo I could do with Susan, I just put my antenna up because the easiest band to put up is 20 meters, put everything out at full length, and off you go. On the way back today, we stopped near Guelph there at Bellwoods, and I did a bunch of bands, 17 and 20 and 40, and so that was a little more involved. But yeah, I should try. You make it a good point there. I should try 40 meters or NVIS type antenna.
Well, why don't you enjoy yourself? Was the weather decent up there? Like, did you have any heavy rain or anything, or was it nice and quiet?
can't complain about that. It was like, 25 Celsius every day and sunny. And the air was clear. Like 2 weeks ago, we were up in Perry Sound. 3 weeks ago, we were up in Perry Sound for a week. And we had like 2 nice days there, and then the smoke came in. And all we had the rest of the week was, walking around with wearing N95 masks because it was so brown and thick. I sent a few photos to friends from up there, and they go like, "What, are you putting a yellow filter on the camera?" And I says, "No, that's the way everything looks right now." It was pretty bad up there, so that was a bit of a write-off, that trip. But this one was good.
Perfect. Well, that's what counts. You enjoyed yourself and, get away for a bit from, well, you're not working, but just even from the, where your location is, your house or whatever, and enjoy the outside and get into a different view of things.
So I'm actually looking forward to going back to the Kincardine. Those people are a little too organized out there. There's all sorts of activities in town. They got bagpipe parade Saturday nights. They've got all sorts of activities at the Legion Hall. It's actually, it struck me as an interesting place to be retired because they're so organized at all levels. Like, I haven't seen that in other towns that I visited. You go to Huntsville, you go to Burke's Falls, you go to Perry Sound, and, it's kind of commercial and this and that's all hit and miss. But this was they want tourists to come to Kincardine, and they are prepared to show them a good time and to keep them busy all day long with activities. So events.kincardine. Whatever it was, it's worth looking up and taking the family, I'd say.
Yeah, I just wonder if that's put on also because of the summertime, right? When they got some more tourist activities, it may be a little bit quieter in the wintertime.
No doubt, wintertime is probably drinking and digging.
I mean, I used to go to Huntsville when I was 6 years old, and that's too many years ago to remember, but it's how much changed the things you used to do, right? It used to be like, one laundromat and one grocery store. So while you're doing your laundry, you went in and just, you bought groceries. And the time you get your groceries, the laundry was done, you went back to camp.
You lived in Huntsville. Is that in the winter?
What was that, sorry?
You were in Huntsville in the winter?
No, in the summertime, but we always camped up there. My dad was a trapper and a hunter and a fisher, or liked to fish from Nova Scotia. So when he came up here, he always liked the wild. It was nothing for him to go in the woods for 3 or 4 days before he went home. Like he'd spend all that time out there, fishing and hunting. Most of the hunting he did was for food, and he trapped also for money. He trapped muskrat, beaver, mink, and once in a while they might get into a bobcat or something, but not very often.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's quite an interesting contrast going to the west of Ontario there in the Goderich, Kincardine, Arthur, Minto, those little towns compared to going to Huntsville area. Like, if you take out the fancy hotels in Huntsville, there's not much there. Nor is there much in the surrounding area unless you like going to Algonquin Park and being in the bush, which just has its place. Is this so different to see a completely different mindset and different way of communities operating, like from Arthur out to Lake Huron there? I liked it a lot. Never really thought about it. Never thought I would like it, but I did.
To me, as far as I'm concerned, they've ruined camping. And I say that looking at it, and I'm sure people enjoy it, but they got to have their TV, they got to have their Wi-Fi. So I mean, you got to be with, you got to be able to talk. To me, when I went camping, it was like, okay, no phones. The only people ever got a hold of you if they needed you was the OPPs. They had to go in, either that or the camp rangers. I remember a couple of times that we were notified by the OPPs that maybe we had to make a couple of phone calls. But nowadays, it's like, I look at some of the trailers that are out there, fully equipped Wi-Fi, you just put the antenna up and away you go. And I'm thinking, it's like, my mom cooked, all the meals were cooked on the camp stove or the fireplace. She used to have a small oven that sat on top of the Coleman stove. She made biscuits and pies in it after we went out and picked blueberries. Nowadays, I don't know, people like They want their Wi-Fi, sit at the beach, and don't do anything. I don't know. I don't know what the enjoyment of that is.
You make a valid point, yeah. My cousins, I'm thinking with several of my cousins and their kids, and they call it glamping, and they always evaluate places that parents want to take them based on what kind of internet connectivity they can get and whether or not they can put up the satellite dish and get electricity for it to watch TV.
Exactly. I mean, like I used to take a radio up with them. You'd get a long wire, take a stone, attach it to the wire, and throw it as far as they could, way up at the top of the tree, and hook that to the top of the antenna so we could listen to the radio when it was time to listen to a radio. And it was more for news than anything else. But I don't know. Like I said, it seems to be even the parks are putting in Wi-Fi stations so people can enjoy them. To me, that's not enjoyment. That you might as well just stay home and camp in your backyard.
Short.
Yep. Somebody in there. Go ahead with the call sign, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Around for you, see. Sorry.
Yeah, and go ahead if you wish. Sorry.
Okay, that's all I got to report there, Larry. So, good time was had in Kincardine, and I recommend it highly if anybody's looking for a different place to go. VE3VYT, back to you.
All right, very good. All right, any other check-ins? Friday night, Zittery Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI.
VE3IMW.
Come on in, Terry.
Hey, good evening, all. Nothing new here, just a quick check-in. Want to say hi. Nice to hear the golden voices on here.
We got about 5 minutes. We're going to wrap it up, so I'll probably do a last call here, and then we'll do a 7-3 round. So, very good. Thanks for checking in, Terry. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Okay, you guys take care. VE3IQL.
Okay, any other check-ins? Friday night, Zittery Ragchew. Come on in, VE3LBI. Nothing heard. All right, anybody else? Anything else they want to throw on the table before we do a 7-3 round? Come on in now, VE3LBI.
Couple of quick comments. VA3IMW.
Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, just for Edward's edification, if you like Kincardine, you'll love Elliott Lake. So there's one for you. And number two, I thought I was going to poke around on 20 meters, maybe hunter a couple of parks. So sure enough, Louisiana, some operator was supposedly out there operating on 14233. Spun the dial down there, and there was some guy down there calling CQ. It wasn't the guy in Louisiana. It was Indian United 4 Delta Bravo Tango. And I had a QSO with somebody from Italy. It's like karma all over again. Anyways, that's enough for me.
That's funny, Matt. All right, anybody else get anything else before we do a 7-3 round here? Oh, I should ask Bill. Bill, VE3UK, VE3LBI. What did you end up getting for a mast?
I haven't got one yet. I'm going to pull the trigger on one soon, though. I've been shopping around.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. I thought you said you had pulled the trigger. All right, not a problem. All right, let's do a 7-3 round, guys. It's about what I got, 8:57, sort of. Yeah, 20:57. All right, Mac, VA3MW, VE3LBI, just 7-3 round.
Yeah, roger that. I think we need to find a bamboo forest. That's probably going to be our most economical way to create these spider masts. Anyways, good to be home. Thanks for welcoming me back one and all. And I'm probably going to be more like myself tomorrow, if that's a good thing. Thanks for doing this one, Larry. 7-3's 1 and all.
Yep, okay. You got a net tomorrow night. Somebody's picking up a net, I guess, tomorrow night for Saturday night. So, all right, Bill, VE3UK, VE3LBI, 7-3 round.
Yeah, and I'll be picking up the net tomorrow night, and here's to Max. Circadian rhythm. Let's hope it resets properly.
VA3WPG, you still with us, Chris? We're doing a 7-3 round, VE3LBI. Okay, he wasn't sure. All right, VA3MHV, Mark, VE3LBI, 7-3 round.
Yeah, very good, Larry. Good net as usual. Thank you for doing it. Everybody enjoy their weekend. Chuck, enjoy the new family member there. And yeah, be safe. Have a nice weekend. And 7-3 to one and all. VA3MHV.
Thanks, Mark. VA3, CJZ, VE3LBI. Chuck doing a 7-3 round.
All right. You got me upstairs. I'm on the portable there. Thanks for doing it, Larry. 7-3, one and all. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, Chuck, don't forget, look up 333 for dogs.
Yeah, I already did, buddy.
All right, very good. All right, Wade, VA3NCA, VE3LBI, doing a 7-3 round.
VE3LBI, VA3NCA, yeah, 7-3, Larry, 7-3 to everybody else as well. Welcome back, Mac, and congratulations on the new family member there, Chuck. I'm sure she'll settle in really well there. Other than that, nothing much else, so I'll say 7-3 and catch you all down the log. VA3NCA, back to you, Larry.
Okay, thanks, Wade. Listen, be safe on your trip, too, eh? Watch your traffic and everything, and hope the weather holds out for you for your trip down there. So, all right, VA3XLJ, VE3LBI. Vanya doing a 7-3 round.
Yeah, 7-3 guys, and till next Friday, VA3XLJ.
VA3CP, VE3LBI, doing 7-3 round. Dave?
Okay, look, I'll say 7-3 at this time, and I hope the propagation gods are with us tomorrow. I guess it won't matter to most of the guys around here, because I know most of you don't do CW, but if anybody wants to try, have a look at sotawatch.soda.org and see if you see our call sign. VA3CP 73.
VE3VYT, VE3LBI, 7-3 round. Ed?
Thank you. Step on Elliott Lake. Just looking now and see what the activities are, and looks promising. I'll have to convince Susan to try that one, perhaps. I'll let you know how it goes if we do go. All right, 73. Everybody have a fine weekend. It's going to be hopefully hot, not too much rain, and have a good time. 73. V3VYT.
Okay, very good. VE3IQL, VE3LBI, 7-3 round. Terry, if you're still with us.
Yeah, still listening in. Have a great weekend, you guys. VE3IQL.
Thanks, Terry. Okay, let me see. I also have 3 check-ins here from YouTube. VA3FMB, Wayne, VE3SMN, Bat, and VE3CEU, Thomas. Thanks for joining in tonight, guys, on the YouTube stream. I don't think I missed anybody. No, that's it. All right, thanks again. I'd like to thank Terry, VE3IQL, for use of that repeater. And once again, folks, don't forget, I just write down the call signs and names. You guys put the net together with the conversation. And with that, Victor Echo 3, Lima Bravo India, we turn the repeater back to normal use.
And that'll bring the live stream to a close as well. We'll be back here tomorrow night.
VA3XLJ, I have just one question tonight. What is the fastest way to cool the beer?
In a salt brine solution with ice cubes.
Not enough ice cubes. What was the second fastest then?
Put it in the freezer, but make sure you lay them down on their sides.
Okay, we're gonna do this when I get home. Like it's, I don't know, what did I eat? Like it's, I think the soup. So you tell me I'm thirsty, you wouldn't believe. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, thank you, Jack. Mark. Oh my God, Mark. Let me ask you a question. How was your trip? Good.
It was very good. I speak a lot more Italian than I did when I left, and the people are very understanding. They do appreciate when you try to speak with them in their native tongue. So, yes, lots of good sights seen, and Food good. Didn't get a whole lot of chance to test out many different style restaurants, but the hospitality, I guess, overall was really the top notch.
That's very nice. Did you ever get the chance to any of the bigger cities and area, or you just visited those places which I was able to see the pictures of?
We went to Como, and then there's a couple of spots on the east and west side of Lake Piedmont. The guy I was traveling with, he took a train trip into Milan proper, and he said it was like multiplying New York City with Toronto, and all kinds of high end fashion stores and people lined up for blocks and all the rest of that stuff. So that's not something I'm really interested in. I'm nice to hear. It's nice to hear that he saw it. It wasn't something I was interested in, and I got enough walking in for the other places that we went to. But yeah, we were based. I was more interested in seeing the quaint, unique sites that were not all touristy.
Yeah, usually that would be my first choice. That's what I like over my vacations. Just to go places where I know it's gonna be good, but not too many people. And but the thing is, the girls are like a little bit disagreeable with the form of thinking. But it is what it is. So that's a good thing. I mean, my sister lived in with some family for a couple of years in Italy, close to the Milan. So I never been there, so I know what she told me. And I have a few pictures of her on the I forgot the name of the square, but it's whatever it is, like it's basically just people and pigeon fighting for the spots and the payments to walk around. But yeah, it's a nice place to go. When we went last year, I wanted to go to either Venice or Turin, but it didn't work out. So then maybe next time. Maybe next time. That's good that you're back and that you enjoyed the trip and it was nice and productive. So that's good to hear.
Absolutely. And very soon my body's going to finally figure out that I've been up almost 24 hours. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be falling face first into a pillar real soon. Thanks for all the well wishes, Vanya. Good to be back. 7-3's one and all.
Yeah, 7-3, Mike. You focus on the resting. I'm gonna focus on cooling my beer soon when I get home in a couple of minutes. VA3, XLJ, 7-3.
There we go. That'll bring the live stream to a close as well. We'll be back here tomorrow night for 7 p.m. with the Saturday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. We're back in full form all over again. 7-3's one and all.